from New Hanover County Schools Television, powered by students. This is your school news.
Welcome to your school news for the week of May 9th through the 15th of 2016. I'm Alexander Ellsworth.
And I'm Sarah Dillon. Topping our newscast this week, Board of Education holds their May meeting, Murray Middle teacher wins UNCW Teacher Recognition Award, and Pirates 2, the hidden treasure, wows audience at Parsley Elementary.
Topping our newscast this week, the Board of Education held their monthly meeting on May 3rd in the Board of Education Center. With this month's Board Notes report is YSN reporter Bobby Blue.
This month, the Board of Education meeting featured 7 recognitions of achievement to both teachers and students, and information on the Magnet Schools Grant, Health-A-Rama, and the 2016-17 proposed county budget request. Also in this month's Board Notes were 15 items approved by the Board. They were Policy 3120, Unreserved Fund Balance. John Millay was appointed for the Cape Fear Community College Board of Trustees. The Wilmington Health Access for Teens Agreement was approved. Also approved was the Memorandum of Agreement between the school system and UNC Wilmington for Isaac Bear Early College High School, the Cooperative Agreement between the Board of Education and the Division of Vocational Rehabilitation, the 2016 through 19 New Hanover County Schools Academically Intellectually Gifted Plan, the bids for Veterans Park Direct Digital Control System Replacement, and the Laney High School painting contract and the Wrightsboro Elementary floor replacement Phase 2. 6 contracts were approved for a variety of services from roof repair to septic tank service. Finally, the Wrightsville Beach Baptist Lease for Space Agreement was approved. The next regular Board of Education meeting will be June 7th at 5:30 p.m. at the Board of Education Center. As always, if you cannot attend the meeting in person, you can watch the rebroadcast here on the Learning Network. That's your Board Notes for May.
In honor of the National Poetry Month, students at Pine Valley Elementary were introduced to a variety of poetic forms. Pine Valley students studied several models of creating different forms of poetry. Students explored letter poems and experimented with writing letters as poems, using the placement of line breaks to enhance rhythm, sound, meaning, and appearance. In other classes, students used poetry to understand similes. Students identified them in poetry and gained experience in using similes as a poetic device in their own work. To celebrate their hard work, Ms. Beal's 4th grade class held a lovely tea in the school's media center. During the hour-long event, the smartly dressed students gathered in the school media center. During the event, students recited poems they wrote and enjoyed afternoon snacks with guests. It was a great event for students at Pine Valley.
Catherine Larkins, a 6th grade science teacher at Murray Middle School, has been selected as the Spring 2016 recipient of the University of North Carolina Wilmington Watson College of Education Roy E. Harkin Teacher Recognition Award. Ms. Larkins serves as the Murray Middle School site coordinator who works with UNCW interns and field placements as part of UNCW's professional development system. Ms. Larkins' name will be inscribed on a plaque that will be displayed in the atrium of the Watson College of Education at UNCW.
Hoggard's College and Career Center recently welcomed WECT's Francis Weller and John Evans as their special guests for a lunch and learn. The 2 news anchors shared their insights on the world of broadcast journalism and how it was changed over the years. The new anchors told the students that broadcast journalism is meant to be dispersed more quickly than older forms of journalism, including print media, and it is meant more accessibly. Both of the guests said that with the only few exceptions, TV journalism requires long, uneven hours in what can often be a variety of settings. Many times, reporters are asked to respond to events as they occur, which may result in unexpected travel, or a reporter may have been given much time to work on a single story. Ms. Weller and Mr. Evans told that students that sometimes you'll report from events that are pleasant in nature, such as parades or festivals. Reporters may also report from areas that involve threatening circumstances, such as wars, natural disasters, or terrorism-related situations. Students learned that in this television market, most reporters complete production and editing work in an office setting, and in large markets, they could be required to edit in the field. As the news anchors explained to the students, news is every day. So most broadcast journalists work under tight deadlines, so even when you're working for the relative comfort of the studio, your pace may be frenzied. It was a great lunch and learn and opened some new career paths for the students at Hoggard.
Fourth graders at Parsley Elementary presented Pirates 2, The Hidden Treasure by John Jacobson and Roger Emerson. It was an amazing performance like no other. In the production, everyone's favorite rascally pirates are at work, seeking adventure and treasure on the high seas. But a mighty storm rolls in and the pirates find themselves shipwrecked on a deserted island. Or is it? Through the course of their musical adventures, the two pirates discover that real treasure is something they have plenty of: friendship and family. The Parsley actors were responsible for coming up with their own costumes. Parents also assisted by donating the pirate flag and making the palm trees for the set. A really big surprise during the school's production was the return of the actors from the school's 2010 production of The Pirates the Musical. Many of the Parsley alumni returned to perform one of the songs from the original Pirates. Songs in Pirates 2 included A Pirate I Will Be, The Storm, The King's Plan, Talent to Burn, Who Cares, We've Got Friends.
Schools can now apply for grants with the Cape Fear Garden Club. In order to be eligible for consideration for a grant, your application must meet the following criteria. Applicant must be a charitable, nonprofit organization as defined under Section 170 of the Internal Revenue Code. Your project must be readily accessible within the New Hanover County, and all monies from the grant must be applied toward cost of material for planting, soil additions or enhancements, and irrigation systems. Grant monies may not be used for labor costs, individual tools, delivery costs, building or hardscapes, or administrative overhead costs.
Now, when your school news continues, we have an exciting lunch menu forecast.
Plus, coming up in 60 seconds, we'll have reports on Superintendent Dr. Tim Markley hosts a student advisory breakfast. Holly Tree Elementary celebrates spring with a wonderful night of arts. And physicians offer free screening examinations for girls interested in high school athletics and cheerleading.
This is your school news on cable and online. Look for our blue logo for all the latest news online at www.nhcs.net. Please friend NHCS TV on Facebook and follow us on Twitter. Don't go away, we'll be right back.
I really don't know where I would be without music.
The reason you have the Commodores today is because we started in music in school.
We have been really influenced, I know, including Justin, by music in our schools.
It just makes you feel good.
It's good for the soul.
It brings something out in you that nothing else does.
No kid left behind, no music left behind.
Welcome back to Your School News. Each year, New Hanover County Schools Superintendent Dr. Tim Markley hosts a student advisory breakfast. The open discussion allows Dr. Markley to get students' point of view on issues facing the school system. YSN reporter Johan Yellow was on hand as the full report.
25 students representing our high schools and early colleges met with Superintendent Markley to share their views on access to technology, school safety, and ways the district can improve. The event allows students to speak unfiltered and from the heart about issues that they consider important.
I think it is important to gain different perspectives from each school, noticing that there's some problems that come with each school and that there are a lot of things that we have in common, so there's this kind of unity brought between the schools across New Hanover County.
Dr. Markley told the students that they are the ones most affected by the decisions of administration, and therefore their voice must be heard. As the most important stakeholders in our school system, the students were thrilled to come together with others from across the county to talk with the superintendent about district-wide issues.
I thought this meeting was really informational, and it was kind of inspiring to see other people from other schools and see that they have similar problems. And it's also nice to see what they think about their school. And I feel like I did something. I feel like I took part of my community by communicating with the board and telling them what we need to fix, because I mean, yeah, they do a lot, but they can't do a lot if they're not informed.
Topics discussed at the advisory meeting were interest in the CTE high school, electronic textbooks, school safety, and just what the students thought made a good teacher.
The most important questions I would say would be, how does your school make you feel? Another question would be, if there was no budget, or if you had the means to change something about your school, what would you do? And a lot of students were able to answer that honestly.
As the superintendent wrapped up the meeting, he polled the students on their thoughts about turning the student advisory into a quarterly event. Overwhelmingly, the students voted to turn this annual event into a regular part of the school year. The group served as a powerful reminder of the great teaching going on in our schools every day. They truly represented the finest qualities of New Hanover County schools. Reporting for Your School News, this is Johan Yellow.
New Hanover County Schools has released its official 2016 high school graduation ceremony schedule. We start with our 3 non-traditional high schools. Isaac Bear Early College High School students will graduate on May 28th at the Bernie Center on the UNCW campus at 10 a.m. Wilmington Early College High School will also hold their ceremony on May 28th. Their ceremony will be held at 1 p.m. in the Cape Fear Community College Humanities and Fine Arts Center. Finally, the Career Readiness Academy Mosley Performance Learning Center will hold its ceremony at Snipes Academy of Art and Design on June 10th at 7 p.m. The 4 traditional high school graduation ceremonies are scheduled for Saturday, June 11th at Trask Coliseum on the campus of University of North Carolina, Wilmington. Hoggard High School ceremony will be at 9 a.m. New Hanover High School ceremony will be at 12:30 p.m. Laney High School ceremony will be at 4 p.m. and Ashley High School will close out the day with their ceremony at 7:30 p.m. To review the complete graduation schedule, you can go to the school system's website at www.nhcs.net.
It was a big night at Holly Tree Elementary as the school celebrated spring with a wonderful night of arts. The school cafeteria was turned into a fantastic arts gallery, and the auditorium was transformed into a concert hall. And the whole night was a magical celebration for the families, teachers, and staff at Holly Tree. We get a complete report on the evening from YSN reporter Kathy Kale.
It was an amazing night where creativity sprang forth in a host of incredible and truly brilliant ways. It was Holly Tree Elementary's annual Arts Night. This year's theme, inspired by creativity, took hold of every inch of the school. From the time you entered the building, you were met by marvelous handmade paper masks and a giant cityscape mural. All year, the students at Holly Tree have looked at how much they are really doing while they create something based on a theme. Each day they discussed, did research, made notes, and sketched before they created their art. Each student was able to see how their ideas changed, improved, or remained the same throughout the process.
I think that it's just the excitement about the event. We've had it every year for several years now, and I can't believe how sweet people are. Tell me they're excited about it, that the kids are asking to come, and it's just neat to celebrate the arts and creativity and thinking and problem solving and all of that.
Holly Tree's Art Night wasn't just filled with beautiful things to see, but also to hear. Throughout the year, 1st and 3rd grade students studied, rehearsed, and created rhythms. These musical notes created by students came to life during Arts Night in a tune-filled concert. Parents got to see just how the students had worked in cooperative groups to create a giant rhythm staff sheet that they used as they played. Holly Tree's Art Night wasn't just a magical night for parents, it was also one for the students.
So the class thing they do this year, we made like this little box and we made tiny little pictures and they were like on the box. And if you win the raffle, you get to take it home. And they do that every single Arts Night. And what's cool about this year is that you get to draw with chalk, and they didn't have that last year.
Well, I did a mask, and we had to choose 2 base colors, and I did purple and yellow. And I think it turned out okay. And I think I whenever I added my elephant nose, I added like an elephant nose to it, and all the things we added on it had to be purple. So I thought that was really cool about it.
Once again, Holly Tree's Art Night was a huge success, one that inspired students to enjoy creating music and art in an uninhibited way. Reporting for Your School News, this is Kathy Kale.
Each year, all North Carolina students who plan to participate in athletics or cheerleading must undergo a state-mandated screening examination. Physicians in the New Hanover-Pender County Medical Society, in concert with New Hanover County Health Department and the school systems have for many years offered free screenings for New Hanover County athletes and cheerleaders. Exams for the boys were last week, and the girls' exams will be this Thursday, May 12th. Exams are at the health department and are broken into 2 time slots. At 6 o'clock, Ashley, Virgo, Hoggard, Holly Shelter, Laney, and Murray. At 6:45, the following students from the following schools can get their exams: Myrtle Grove, New Hanover, Noble, Rolling Grice, Trask, and Williston. It's important to note that boys may not be screened on the girls' night. The waiting area for the students is the health department's parking lot. There is no need to arrive more than 15 minutes early. Before beginning an examination, physicians are required to see the 2-page medical history, emergency information, and parental permission forms. These permission forms must be completed and signed by a parent or guardian before the exam has begun. Rising 9th graders should list the high school that they will attend in the fall.
Now don't go away. Coming up, students win a regional National History Day competition.
Plus, we have a look at education across the nation in our Education Index and what's on tap for lunch with the Lunch Bill of Fare.
Your school news will continue after the break.
Every proper bear knows that the right fit means everything. Especially when it comes to car seats.
Oh, really? I just did what any bear would do.
So know for sure that your child is in the right car seat for their age and size.
I like it.
To learn more, visit safercar.gov/the-right-seat.
Oh, hello there.
Oh, where's that bear?
Welcome back to your school news. It's time now for our Education Index, a look around the nation and the world at some of the top stories in education. Topping the index, despite what Star Trek's Mr. Spock would have you think, emotions are not the enemy of reason. Rather, new research suggests emotions underpin how students learn in the classroom. In a new book, Emotions, Learning, and the Brain, USC's Brain Creativity Institute found that as students learn new rules during a task, such as the most efficient way to answer a math problem or the best deck to choose in a card game, they show emotional and physical responses long before they became consciously aware of the rules or are able to articulate them. As important as emotion seems to be for learning, schools may not do enough to support students' emotional development as a tool for learning. Prior studies have shown that children become less positive over the course of elementary school, and new German studies suggest academic engagement and achievement, or the lack thereof, could create feedback loops for young students. In Colorado, the economy is booming. The unemployment rate is 3%, and shiny new skyscrapers are rising all over Denver. So how is it that the nation's 14th richest state ranks 42nd in how much it spends per student? The simple answer is that's what voters wanted. In 1992, they amended the state's constitution with something called the Taxpayers' Bill of Rights, or TABOR. It required that voters, not lawmakers, have the final say on tax increases, and it capped tax revenue. Anything the state raised over that cap, typically in boom years, would be refunded to taxpayers. TABOR's cap on property tax revenue has limited how much money school districts can raise locally. On top of that, by capping income tax revenue, the law limited the state's ability to help schools make up the difference. Those caps are not likely to change. Finally, ending months of speculation, the White House has announced that Malia Obama will attend Harvard starting fall 2017. A statement from the Office of the First Lady reads, "The President and Mrs. Obama announced today that their daughter Malia will attend Harvard University in the fall of 2017 as a member of the class of 2021. The statement says Malia, the elder of the 2 Obama daughters, will take a gap year before starting at Harvard, a break that the school encourages in order to travel, pursue a special project or activity, work, or spend time in another meaningful way." Both Barack and Michelle Obama graduated from Harvard Law School. And that's this week's Education Index, a quick look at some of the interesting education stories from around the nation and the world. Now, don't go away. We'll be right back with the Lunch Bill Affair. This is Your School News on cable and online. Look for our blue logo for all the latest news online at www.nhcs.net. Also, check out NHCS TV on Facebook and Twitter.
Hey, Hard, what's this?
That's my resignation letter.
You're resigning.
Why? Because you're constantly ignoring me. You're half as active as you used to be, and you get stuff like this. You've been putting me under a lot of pressure lately. That's why I'm ready to quit.
I forgot. I'll do better. Please, don't quit on me.
Okay, but remember, it's not what you say, it's what you do.
Listen to your heart. Don't let it quit on you.
Let's go for a walk.
Uncontrolled high blood pressure could lead to a stroke, heart attack, or death. Get yours to a healthy range before it's too late.
Welcome back to Your School News. It's time now for the week's Lunch Bill Affair. Our lunch menu specialist, Hunter Liedman, is standing by in the newsroom with a week's school lunch menu. So parents, students, teachers, and everyone working in the new Ann Arbor County school system can plan their lunchtime options.
Welcome to the Lunch Bill Affair here on Your School News. I'm Hunter Liedman, and we have an assortment of different classics and sides from around the world. So let's dig into this week's lunch menu. On Tuesday, May 10th, your school's cafeteria will be serving orange chicken with rice and an egg roll, meatball hoagie, or bacon cheeseburger. Sides include sweet potato waffles, fries, veggie sticks, and fresh fruit. On Wednesday, May 11th, you won't want to miss out this day as your school's cafeteria will be serving corn dog nuggets, pork chop sandwich, and cheesy breadsticks. Before you leave the lunch line, make sure to grab a side of either pasta salad, corn, garden salad, or diced peaches. On Thursday, May 12th, take into the delicious stuffed crust pizza, chicken club sandwich, or popcorn chicken with a roll. Don't forget to grab a side of either macaroni salad, tomato and cucumber salad, broccoli, or fresh fruit. On Friday, May 13th, start the weekend off with a hot dog with chili, fish sticks with hush puppies, or chicken nuggets with a roll. Also try a side of either macaroni and cheese, baked beans, carrot sticks, garden salad, or spiced apples. I got a healthy tip for you this weekend. Moderate your time in front of a computer screen. We all like a good old-fashioned cat video, but try to go outside and run. Running helps your cardiovascular system and doesn't only work out your legs, but also works out both sides of your abs, lats, and glutes. Now on Monday, 16th, go and try out the chicken quesadilla with Spanish rice, French bread pizza, or deluxe chicken sandwich. While you're at it, try the garden peas, glazed sweet potatoes, garden salad, or mixed fruit. Now looking back at this week's lunch menu, your school will be serving my two personal favorites, bacon cheeseburger on Tuesday and popcorn chicken on Thursday. Your sides throughout the week consist of corn, baked beans, and mixed fruit. Well, that's all for this week's Lunch Bill Affair. I'm Hunter Liedman from the newsroom. Back to you.
Thanks, Hunter. Don't forget, you can also catch the Lunch Bill Affair during the morning show here on the Learning Network and get lots of helpful nutrition information online at www.nhcs.net/nutrition. Now don't go away. Coming up, students win at the Regional National History Day competition.
Welcome back to Your School News. New Hanover County Schools students recently participated in the Regional National History Day competition.
The event was held at the Cape Fear Museum of History and Science and the Bellamy Mansion Museum. YSN reporter Owen Shields has the report on this year's winners.
North Carolina History Day is a program designed to promote interest in history among students and to assist teachers in teaching history more effectively. The program helps students develop skills in historical research, analysis, critical thinking, organization, and presentation. Students use their skills to design an exhibit, write a paper, produce a documentary, create a performance or development a website centered around the annual theme. This year's theme was Exploration, Encounter, and Exchange in History. Projects taking honors this year in the Junior School Division and group websites was Integrated Circuit in second place from Murray Middle School, while the project taking second place in individual websites was Martha Graham. Expanding the Boundaries of Dance, also from Murray Middle. In the Junior School Division Group documentary, the project taking second place was Wyatt Earp and the OK Choral from Williston Middle School, while in third place was the project Julia Child from Murray Middle School. The first place project in the Junior School Division Group performances was Letters from Laura, a Yellow Fever reenactment from Williston, while in third place was Westward Movement from Murray. Finally, in the Junior Division, in the category of historical papers, New Hanover County Schools project took first, second, and third place. They were the Beatles Explore, Exchange, Encounter from Williston Middle School, the Silk Road from Murray, and Ellis Island Immigrants from Williston. Now we move on to the Regional National History Day Competition Senior School Division. Projects from New Hanover High School took all 5 places in group exhibits. In first place was the effect of the railroad and the telegraph in the 1800s. And second was Nata, the Unbreakable Code of World War II. And third was Duke Kanahanamoku and the Surfing Revival. Fourth was Encounters of the French and Indian War. And fifth was The Tracks That Built America. New Hanover High School placed first and second in individual exhibits with James Meredith, Breaking Boundaries and How the Internet Changed the World. In group websites, Sigmund Freud, Exploring the Mind took second place, and in individual websites, Invention of the Airplane took first place. In the group documentary of the Senior Division, The Impact of Mexican-American Culture on America, Conquistadors, The Mexican-American War, and Beyond took first place, while the third place went to Digital Revolution and individual documentary, The Life of Cornelius Vanderbilt and the Rise of the Monopoly took first place. New Hanover High School was also a big winner in group performances. It took first place with Ellis Island, the acerbic encounter of varying cultures. In second place project was Psy, As the Pendulum Swings, and in third place was the project Lewis and Clark Expedition. Finally, in the Senior Division category, historical papers, second place went to The Internment of Japanese American, and third place was Pre-World War I American Imperialism. All the students who qualified advanced to the state-level History Day competition held in Raleigh. Reporting for Your School News, this is Owen Shields.
Thanks, Owen. Well, that does it for this edition of Your School News, recapping some of our main stories. Board of Education held its regular May meeting. Watch it online. Murray Middle teacher Catherine Larkins won UNCW Teacher Recognition Award, and Pirates 2, The Hidden Treasure, wowed audience at Parsley Elementary.
Remember, Your School News is on cable and online, and don't forget to start your morning with our Light and Lively morning show, weekdays at 6 a.m. I'm Alexander Ellsworth.
And I'm Sarah Dillon. On behalf of the entire YSN crew, thanks for watching New Hanover County Schools TV on the Learning Network.
Have a great day.